has a scaled head.
Go back wide, please.
He's out there.
Lost them.
Wow, that was
there
quick.
we go.
Oh, he's right there.
There he is.
Okay, tilting.
Okay.
Come on with you. If you lateral right, you'll get around him. They always try to point away from you.
Away from the light, yeah.
Yeah. Just like who brought that rude thing down here?
Messed up his whole day.
Now the Okeanos, secure from drill, secure from abandoned ship drill, need all further alarms.
Okay, tilt it up.
All right.
I can get
zoom
it.
now. Try that. Video zoom in.
Nice.
Nope, guess not.
It's pretty good flying there, Don. You had him. You had him.
For a minute.
Okay.
Second.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure it's
Hey.
Aldervander. Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, okay, it's another one of those sea anemones.
Bringing your tilts up.
All right, thanks.
And
Secretly
take
also holding
back
out
to
for one of
you.
those gigantic Syrianthids.
Come at me
swimming
again?
Yep.
Anemones
Oh,
too.
wow. Look
Oh.
at
How
that.
about that?
geez.
Where?
Wow.
Oh,
Where
look
did
at
that
that.
Come out
We're
of
gonna get
nowhere.
distracted.
Yeah, let's take a look at
Yeah,
this.
okay, let me get a little bit down slope here.
If you
and swing.
pirouette,
That's
if you do
what
a
I'm gonna do.
counterclockwise pirouette, you'll have tether.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So Les, we've got a really big bamboo coral coming up. And it looks like Scott France has
Try
joined
not to
us.
knock
Hello,
it
Scott.
over.
And Dougal Lindsay also. He's coming in early for the midwater dive. He's getting prepped for that. Good to see you guys on the event log. Or in the event log, I mean.
Oh,
Looks
yeah,
like,
you're good.
Cretaceous, I think, looking at the red branches, or what they're right now is known as Cretaceous. We'll get a little bit closer. That's just a guess from this distance.
Wow, the base on that thing looks like it might actually be made of bamboo. I mean, it's that thick.
Is the current coming from your starboard?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, how about if we settle
So
here?
Scott France says maybe an
Just gonna have your
ectomysis.
front toes in there.
That's what seems to be the consensus, ectomysis.
So hopefully that
What are those little
sediment
things
will
on
clear
the
once we
base?
settle down here.
Yeah, you got some current. You'll be all right.
Spinning straight towards it.
Yep. Okay.
Little camera tilt up. HD2 shows it close.
Chris, is it normal for these things to have those weird round knobs on the base?
I didn't see that.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just typing in.
Uh,
I'll take a look. Yeah, there's a squat on it.
Stable and ready for zoom.
Yep, go ahead.
I'll take your tilt.
Want to start? Yeah, okay, thank you.
Alright.
Max in.
Let's see if those guys are still satisfied with their identification of ectomysis after they get a closer look at it.
Let's see.
So the only thing that bothers me about this, and
Tilting down.
maybe these guys will comment here, is that I don't see the volcano polyps on this. They're not completely closed. But a lot of them are at least partially closed, and they don't look to me like ectomysis polyps. So this is polyps and not ectomysis. They're all just writing while I was saying that. We all came to the same conclusion here. It doesn't have the volcano polyps on it. And what we mean by that is when the polyp closes up on ectomysis, it forms a very dome-shaped type of structure, and because it closes up very tightly, and these things are still kind of extended.
Pulling out.
Scott wants can we stand by, pilot?
Sure.
Scott
Look at that
says
tissue.
we already have our
It's on the
collections
sides.
today, and we have 1 biologic and 2 rocks so far, Scott, so we do not have our second biologic of today. If you guys think we are looking at something different, it's been pretty sparse, so if you think we're looking at something different, we could consider this for a collection.
Down, tilting.
Scott's suggesting this could be what they call a sparse brancher, but a much bigger one than normal. Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's
the
what I'm
lumps.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like some aborted branches.
Yeah, weird.
Very weird. Just looking in the event log to get a little direction. Here. So let's quit being descriptive and
pull it
answer
out
Scott's
slower.
question. What do you think?
You tilt
All
up.
right, let's do it. I think we ought to get a branch of this. So why don't we go ahead and
All right, let's-
make this our second collection?
Okay. I'll have to get a little closer. Yeah. Or do you think I could reach that from here?
Closer.
It'd be great if you could find a branch point.
Look at
It's got
HD2, you can see you're pretty
it's
far
got a
away.
fork that you
It's
get
got a fork on
two,
it?
yeah, and below a fork if there's one that's small enough,
Yeah, you're gonna
so they
wanna
get the
reach
branch
out at the
point.
end.
Yeah, I think I want to be on the down.
No, I don't think they are. I think Les and Scott, can you give us a little bit of guidance here what to call this in C-Scribe, please? If you don't think it's ectomysis, then have you got an alternative? And Scott said call it Cretaceous
Might
for
have
now.
some trouble over there with the tether.
You think?
Alrighty,
Yeah.
you wanna do
You're
that?
pulling your footballs down and
Yeah, okay.
pulling on me.
These branches will curl in a box if that helps a little bit too.
Okay.
And it's-
Yeah.
And I suppose if it's
Now
the
one
branches
thing,
are too long,
we could try a
just a
flying
nice piece
grab.
would be satisfactory.
I could get onto my nib and you could just hover me over there.
Yeah, that might be difficult too. I'm not
Yeah.
that good at that.
Great, thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's see what we can do. I'm just trying to get the best position for the stability on the bottom and still reach it.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of up on the arm,
No.
but I think, ooh, that fork right in front of you.
Pull it a little bit closer.
HD2 shows your.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nail it down here for a second and see how we sit. That's not too bad. And go
Yeah.
into joy lock here.
Yeah, see how she rides.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we do. And I'd like to have the mini Zeus up there for me. Let's see.
All right, I'll
Okay.
do it for you.
Yeah, bring it over to the starboard a little bit.
While we're getting
So-
ready, you're seeing a broadcast of the
Maybe
Okeanos
this
Explorer
one.
from Pierpont Seamount. That's
Yeah, see
the
what you
port side,
proposed
most
name
one where,
for
the,
this
where it goes out like
currently
that. That's
unnamed
what,
seamount.
or the
It's
one
on the
closer? I
western,
don't know.
very close to the
I
western.
think get the arm out and see where
See
you
where
can
it
reach.
is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, You want to
It's very
spin up
close
my
to the
hydraulics
western
if they're not
boundary
already?
of
They're
Johnston
already
Atoll
going.
unit
All right.
of the
The arm
Pacific
I
Remote
swung it
Islands
way over to
Marine
the right
National
there.
Monument.
Okay, copy that.
We are currently
is
at
near a
a
swing arm.
depth of
You're all right, though. You
Yeah,
can't
it
go
should be
anywhere
okay.
upward. I backed the
1,522
swing arm
meters,
off a hair.
and we're about to collect a branch from this coral.
Okay.
And this is a bamboo
All
coral.
right, going live with the arm. We're indexed in.
You're indexed
There
out.
we go. All right. Hydraulics.
There you go. Yeah, it might be that you need to
Yeah.
bring your wrist way up to get it.
And we'll have the cutters on that side.
Yeah, Scott's saying, boy, does he have good timing, and yes, you do, Scott. I appreciated that, and Asako's agreeing. You know, Asako, we see an interesting plexaurid, and it's there for you. We just have not seen again a single plexaurid today, just like other days. We're not seeing them, but we did see some black corals for Tina Molotova.
It's a really big chunk.
Huh?
Yeah, look at mini
That's
Zeus.
too big,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
too big. If you come on the other side of that,
Oh.
yeah. If you can get to it, I don't know.
I don't know.
Tuck in your elbow. You might have to do some fancy wrist action to swing that next joint in up.
Scott's been doing chores, and I know that. That's
Yeah,
what my
that one.
weekends are often for, is to do chores.
If you can swing that joint way up. I know I'm backseat driving. I'm sorry.
It's all right. That's all right.
And I think you got your cutters in reverse.
Huh?
No, he's got them
No,
right.
they're the
in
right way.
They're in the right way.
Right way. Now the
Yeah,
shoulder
just-
up will get
oops.
you there.
Hold on.
Yeah, so they're
Yep.
touching this coral now, and the polyps are closing up probably maximally, and you can see already that they are not volcano polyps, as we were already seeing, even
Yeah.
after they've been
There you go.
stressed a little bit by the contact with the manipulator arm. So
Oh, yeah.
it's a good call. This is different. It isn't that genus that
Okay.
we originally thought it was.
Do the other way.
Looks good in mini Zeus.
Okay, I'm going to grab it.
And we've got it.
Break free. It
Okie
did.
dokie.
Okay.
Alright, I'm
Yeah,
not tilting
great
easy.
piece.
Watch,
Thank you, Don.
watch out we don't poke ourselves in
He's
the eye
got
here.
a branch point
Oh,
there
wait a minute, let me give
too
you-
with the specimen.
Come back here.
I think he's got a couple branch points, which is
Okay.
great.
Tilting down and
Let's see.
where would you
Maybe
like to
only
go?
one.
I guess the.
Port Bio's going to make it easy. I think.
Yeah.
Do we have anything in Port Bio?
You have a
Nav?
port
There's
inner
one.
currently. No
Port-
port outer.
Port Outer. Okay.
Can you tip up on the mini Zeus, please?
Yeah, I'm just getting
Let's see where I'm at.
organized here and
Yeah,
come
okay.
around so it makes more sense.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. You go out on the box.
Roger that. Okay, let me remind myself. Port valve pack. Pins are on the starboard, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all on the starboard pack.
Port
yeah.
Bio. Port Bio retract. Port Bio extend. And we're starboard. Starboard
So
on the tract.
Scott was asking whether or not this is the first one of these bamboo corals we've seen today, and I think so, Scott. We saw a dead one earlier on, and then a live version of it. It looked a little different to me, frankly. So I think this is the first one of these that we've seen. But frankly, it's been a very sparse dive. We've hardly seen any corals at all.
Right in front of me, that's why I couldn't
And
see
as
it.
Sako commented, that this is the first coral we've collected today.
Yeah, I think we saw more stocked crinoids than we've seen corals today.
Yeah. And the concentration of the corals really didn't, if you can call them a concentration, really didn't occur until we got to this little terrace ledge here. It's been slim pickings.
Yes. And when we say concentration, we mean both of them.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than the bucks is.
You're going to have to kind of roll it in there. But you got the branch. That's the... That's a good thing.
Now, this is a nice bendy one, so you can kind of fold them in there.
Yeah,
Not all, every coral you can do that with. But your sea star looks happy.
Well, if you get that bamboo coral in there, it might feed on it.
Well, that's
so.
what I was thinking. He sees dinner coming right next to him. He's just trying to figure out how to get over there.
I tell you, don't let go of it
No,
yet.
I'm not going to because it'll probably
It'll spring out. So what I'm going to do is real slow. I'm going to start to draw
close
in.
the door. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then we'll like just sneak out there.
Okay, we'll drop it down.
Stopped.
All right.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Piece hanging out.
Don't worry about it, because it'll end up flying out of there. I've been caught in that make it perfect trap before.
Yeah.
Great, it's in the box.
Okay.
Lovely. Thank you.
What's your coral?
Yep, we
Yep,
got it in
copy
the
of
box.
that.
Thanks very much. And
You're welcome. Can you, you know what?
Les is,
What can I do for you?
Les is
Let's
really
see.
nervous with your sea star next door.
And then back up a bit. I want
should
the
be.
mini Zeus overlooking
Yeah.
a little bit further. Let me just back up a bit. Come out of joy lock here. That's good there. Thank you.
See what's-
Okay. Okay, let me start this arm.
All right, so we have one small rock and one nice big rock. And we have one really nice, pleasant biologic and one evil, nasty biologic. So
I'm sure those coral biologists don't appreciate you call them mean and nasty like that.
yeah, that's what I meant. We joke a lot because Chris is here right with us, so we can tease him about his sea stars, which predate on corals. But
Quite a lot of it today, too.
That's why.
It'd be easier if we just collect the
Probably
starfish
hit
that
the
are eating all
rotation.
Yeah, I did.
You just spin it around the other way. It doesn't matter. Just index out. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. That's
Sweet.
what I want right there.
Well, that was a pretty technically difficult grab you did there.
Don't forget that
job.
as we draw closer to the
tip
end
up
of
on the mini Zeus
the
so
dive
I can see
today,
where I'm at.
we have
Okay.
a midwater
I'm already up.
transect
Yeah,
at
gotcha.
4 o'clock, which means
Might
that
be a
we'll
little
be
shoulder up.
sort of
Yeah.
serving midwater animals, jellyfish and squids and swimming protests that I've never heard of before. So a lot of interesting organisms
That's
in
clean
one
enough.
of the largest biomes
Yeah.
on Earth.
You want to keep it outboard more?
Yeah, swing it outboard just because it stays out of the way of the sonar. That's good.
Okay. Okay, hydraulics off. Well, that was my first biological sample on this vehicle.
Yay!
Yay!
Nice.
Get an A on
Took
that.
me long enough, huh?
That's all
That's
right.
awesome.
Okay.
Let's see. We gotta
All right,
put
where
the
are we?
house back in order here.
Okay, yeah, let's get moving somewhere.
Okay, your Zeus tilt's back.
Okay.
All right,
All right,
we're
cool.
heading upward again
back to
toward
the
the summit
290.
of this terrace.
Get my view back and get you under the, because I'm looking crazy.
I got it. There we go.
So you gotta come right like 45 degrees and drive ahead.
And a little tilt down your camera.
Copy that.
There we go.
Okay.
I see some coral mush on the lower left side of my lens.
No, sorry. We'll go through the car wash in a minute.
Okay.
Cleaning the lens with the manipulator is an advanced unit that
Yeah,
haven't gotten to
let's
yet.
hit that.
I'm looking 270, going for
270.
290.
And I'm at 298 right
Yeah,
now.
so you got a ways to go there.
It's like a black coral, Bathopathes. We imaged a bunch of these already today.
Okay. Something up behind it there, upslope.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm steadied up on 290.
This
I think I'm heavy, aren't you?
is that black
How
coral.
did that
happen? You picked up a rock.
Staropathes
Well,
or
you got-
Bathopathes.
Still
We'll
got
have the
Z
two.
bias at 20, so you got lots
Crank
in
it
the
back
bank.
a little bit.
One thing about D2 is you accelerate
Yeah.
forward,
Uh-huh.
it tends to go down.
Down,
So if you're
yeah.
going to punch it on
It's
your
gonna
axials,
nose over.
yeah, punch up
Yeah.
some.
And I think this is actually
Up
that
on
Morella
verts.
we
Yeah.
passed up just a
It'll
while ago.
keep you
That
out
was
of
kind of the
trouble.
way we were, too. Yeah.
It's a different one because
Is
we
it?
can see the base real clearly, but
You want to do some?
So before we
We're
get
seeing it
moving,
from
why
the
don't you
other
get out?
side. But yeah, we could probably pass on this one.
Pass on
Looks
this
like
one?
that.
Okay, copy that. What were you saying, Dave? Go ahead and punch out a little bit.
Yeah, punch out a little bit.
Video swapping out.
Didn't mute it, Rolly. Evil, evil. Bad video.
Yeah, Scott, we've been in sediment-dusted manganese
Tara,
flats
welcome
for a
back
good
to the
portion
front
of this
row.
dive. But Chris is happy. We saw a bunch of
Rolly's
these
been driving
critters,
us
and we
crazy,
got one of
so-
them for him, a sea star.
And we've seen a ton of stocked crinoids today, mostly one species,
Could we-
Proisocrinus.
Could we zoom in on this,
Sure.
please, when we get a chance?
Yeah, video when you get
Tell
a
me
chance
this-
for me.
Roger.
Tell me this
snap
couldn't be a
zoom.
plexaurid, could it?
Snapping.
Nope,
Okay.
but it's
Tilt down.
zoanthids on a Paragorgia.
Is it?
Hey, taking a bit more zoom.
Okay. tip down a little bit more.
I don't.
No.
It's
Am I wrong?
yeah, we have a
It's
plexaurid
partial zoom.
finally. Wow, look at this. I think it's a plexaurid, a Canthagorgia, but yep, Scott thought it's a plexaurid. Holy cow, we finally got one here.
Okay, to zoom a bit further.
See
Sure,
my
go ahead.
negative, the power of my negative thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's full zoom.
Okay. Oops.
Taking a look at this thing, seeing if Scott thought maybe even a paramuraceid. Asako, I don't think it's a Canthagorgia. Okay, we had a consensus. It's we all think it's a plexaurid.
Video's clear whenever science is.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. That would be great.
Okay, coming wide.
Okay. Okay. Science, we're moving on.
Yes, sir. Moving on.
Copy
Thank
that.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, so Scott, yeah, we do have one real good rock, but we got a really not so good second rock. So hopefully the first one will be good. It was a big boy, and then the second one was small, but we were worried about moving out of the rock zone there. All right, so Scott says it's not Parassus. So his student Katie, and I think he's referring to Katie Musser, she's on the lookout for Parassus members of that genus. Les says he doesn't think it's a Paramuracea.
So Nav.
So
Note
we know
for
a
the
couple of
recovery
knots.
watch.
It's not a Canthagorgia, not, which is a
D2 needs
different
to come
family,
up with one
according to
positive
Osako,
turn.
and not Parassus,
Okay.
and not Paramuracea. Looks like a full-on coral
Be
fight
sure to be
going on.
clear that positive turn needs to be there. We put it there on purpose.
Be
to
careful
take
what you
a
wish
shot at it.
Yeah, that's the term when the fish guys all get together and they're trying to figure something out. They call them fish fights. So it seems like we can have some coral fights too. And this is pointing out it's got no thorn scales at the base of the neck.
Say, pilot over to the right. There's sort of a branching structure with some crinoids on it.
To the right. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is that a black coral?
Get us in.
It's
Nail
on,
us
now
down
it's
more
on a
heavy.
black coral. Good eyes. This looks like the Twistopathes. And it looks like we're doing a little change out in the front row here.
This is what you were looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yep.
is that of
that's
interest, Chris?
we could do a snap zoom. We got one of these already
Okay.
today.
Stand by.
And maybe like to hear Scott's opinion on this one.
Okay,
since he
video,
knows
can you,
black corals
zoom in
pretty
on
well
this, please?
too,
Sure thing.
in addition to Tina Molitsova.
Let's just frame it up first.
Yep.
Tina, I think, has gone to bed.
Yeah, I know that. So that's why I was saying Scott's on now.
Oh,
That
okay.
other one we saw, he wasn't on, and they're
Ah, very good.
All right, okay to zoom.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and zoom. Sorry.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to turn you over to the next pilot, though.
Yeah, so as Sako pointed out, the problem with the family plexauridae is that everybody knows what it isn't. Good point, Asako.
So simultaneously, we're also having a first row change, so our engineers and pilots are switching out.
Scott's thinking of Twistopathes, and Scott, that's what I took a stab at with the previous one that we saw, so that's good. Scott was pointing out there's no carstylids on it.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
or maybe perhaps everybody listening. I noticed that there are small circular objects in the distal parts of the branches, whereas the proximal parts of the arm lack those objects. Is that something relevant?
I didn't
See what I'm
see that.
saying?
No,
There's
yeah,
like
I
little
wonder
tips. They almost look like seeds.
Here, you can come
we-
in.
Yep. Those are eggs, are they? Are they eggs?
Yeah, you
What
see
are
they're absent on the closer parts of the
Pilot,
branch.
do you see what he's talking about? It's the lower branches. Yeah, those orange things.
Yeah,
Copy.
look like pine
Yeah.
nuts.
We're at max zoom.
Yep.
Yeah, those could be eggs, I guess. I don't know. Let's see what everybody
So
else thinks.
shoreside, what say you? What are these little things on the branches?
You will in a second, Scott. You just got a little bit of a delay. Look at the lower branches in the screen right now, not the upper. Upper one doesn't have it. The lower one does.
So you can kind of see through the tissue on, for those who are watching, you can sort of see through the tissue on this black coral and perhaps get an idea of why it might have been called black coral before. When the tissues are removed, the surface of the stems, if you will, are very dark. And so that seems to be probably where the common name comes from.
So I think we're good with this,
Yeah.
Pilot. Thank you.
Copy
Scott has
Picture
mentioned
video?
that they certainly could be
Cool.
eggs.
Full lot. What's been the direction of movement now?
I've been moving roughly west, maybe a little bit more north of that. Whatever local uphill is, seems fine.
Copy.
If you want the actual waypoint, it is about 287 from
We've
you.
seen a lot of stuff on the seafloor already. We'll try to point out things we haven't imaged yet.
Sounds good. Watch there.
Thank you. It's Dalmata Crinus is the name for the big feather star. So we have approximately about 1 hour and 20 minutes left in this dive.
Oh, is one of your, is it a sponge?
Video snap. Snap zoom on this
So,
white stock here.
That's bamboo coral.
Oh, another
Yeah.
bamboo coral.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I think they saw this earlier in the dive.
Yeah, I think it could be maybe a Bathagorgia or something like that.
Got it.
Sure.
Starting to think about a move, Josh. Maybe 290, maybe.
Sure.
So I have a feeling I have to call all you guys different names now. You
That is
and-
correct. We just had a pilot change up here. So Levi is sitting pilot. We got Josh co-pilot, and Dave Casagrande is nav, and Tara in video. And who's in the clipping chair? We got Bob Knott.
Bob's there. We got Matt still over here, Matt Dornbeck over here doing the data managing here,
Yeah.
annotation.
Get 30 meters in now.
Helped me out a lot, which is huge, because annotation is a difficult
At
process.
290, that sound good?
Yeah.
So we're
Great.
playing
Berkshire
tag team here.
co-pilot.
And our deep sea broadcast is brought to you by the two Chris's, Chris Kelly and Chris Ma. from the Smithsonian and from the University of Hawaii. Take your pick.
Let's take a
Bridge, Nav.
This is the bridge. Go ahead.
Can we get a ship move, please? 30 meters, bearing 290.
We are right on the terrace here. You can see the drop off there. It's a
Okay,
nice
that's
view. So it's not a
0
huge,
meters,
sharp
bearing
escarpment. It's kind of a
290,
gradual
speed
terrace.
0.2.
Good copy.
Coming up.
Adjust your lower swinger.
copy.
So I more or less agree with the earlier navigator's math on time to bottom.
That's
I
a
think,
Calophacus
I'd like to go
stock
about 5 minutes
sponge.
earlier than he planned, but that'll be
We have
150
seen
UTC.
those. That's one of the sponges
1 hour,
that
12
we've seen
minutes from now.
consistently throughout this dive. I think somebody just signed on. Did somebody just come on the teleconference line? Okay. Another feather
ROV
star.
nav bridge.
and
Move initiated.
Thank you, Bridge.
Just
And
a
we're
bit of a
moving.
barren place today.
Waiting for the ship to. Oh, it's this guy. Video,
Well,
let's
yeah,
snap
if we're
zoom.
if we're waiting for the ship, let's
Yeah.
just give it a. Oh, what is this?
Oh, that's where you're going.
Oh, interesting. Looks like
I think it's a primnoid.
You can come in, video.
Roger.
Yeah.
the top's dead, though.
Right. Yeah.
Partial.
It's a primnoid, all right. The hydroid's growing over the top.
Take more zoom if you want video. Actually, yeah, stand by one video on the zoom.
Roger. Hold it.
I'm gonna steal your mini Zeus for a little bit.
Copy that Copilot video. You can come in now.
Thank you. That's max zoom.
X zoom.
Yeah, nice tight shot on the polyps. And
We zoom in on mini Zeus.
yeah, everybody's
video, can
I
we
think
zoom in on
on
mini
board
Zeus?
with this being in
Stand
the
back.
family Primnoidae. It's a fairly common family of deep water octocorals. And Sako is talking about maybe the fork is damaged, and yeah, Sako,
come
one
out
of the
just a little bit.
branches. This could be. We saw this earlier, a bifurcating primnoid that we collected off of
Yeah.
Wake, I guess, last year, and it does look like one of the branches of this two-branch primnoid did get broken off by something in the past. So we're good for science. Thank you, pilot.
Okay, video, and you're clear.
Full wide.
Full wide. Thank you.
Dry lab, Nav. Is Mash Core around? I'd
Nope.
like to turn the
Looks like we got
300
another
kilohertz
one of my guys
ACP
over
back
to the
on,
left here.
but it's
Where is it?
not
Sea
an
Star?
issue right now.
Yeah, I
just
think that's what it
before
is.
we get
Right
off the
there?
bottom,
Oh, right
which will
there.
be in a little
Okay,
more
yeah,
than an hour.
If we could get a zoom on that.
Yeah, it's just out
Great,
of
thank
my
you.
reach right now, but so
No worries.
I can wait to get closer to it.
No problem.
And woe be the coral that it's on.
We're moving this direction, so should be a minute.
All right, take a guess from here, Chris. Come on, you can do it. Let's see if you got him from this distance. This is skill. Go for it. Come on, hurry
Let's
up. He's
see.
getting closer. This is cheating. Guess-
Evil Plasoma.
All right, here we go. We got it. Now let's see what happens. This is the game. This is how you get. This is.
Especially
we
since
can
it's
come wide
hanging
on
off of
mini
one of
Zeus.
your those bamboo corals.
Yeah.
Okay, video, you can frame it up.
Dum dum da. Here's the moment of truth. Yep,
Pretty good.
I think so. What's it?
Is it
Where
a
is it?
primnoid or is
Oh, it's
it,
a branch.
It's on a primnoid though.
Hanging off the branch. Oh,
Yeah, I think it's a primnoid, isn't it?
Come in a little more video. Yeah. Hold
wow.
on.
Yeah,
That's yet
it
another
is.
thing I've seen in the meeting today.
Yeah, it stripped the whole branch that it's on. Look
wow,
at
look at that.
GoPro, can you
So,
grab my rotator
Chris,
and come down
are those
just a
white,
bump to center it up? Thanks.
Sort of circles on the on the branch? Are
It's
those
really
leftovers
hanging
or are
on
those something else?
that.
Barely
It
hanging
could
on.
be little barnacles, maybe.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
but they're not part of the animal, the coral.
Boy, I don't know. They could be, I suppose, but I can't imagine any part of the calyces surviving the inverted stomach of these sea stars.
ROV nav bridge. Move complete.
Yeah, so Sako said
Thank you,
maybe that
Rich.
previous
Get a tighter
damage.
shot.
Yeah, go ahead and take zoom at will video.
Wow, that is gorgeous.
We tilted
Nice,
just a tiny bit to
resplendent
get the
orange
end of the
feast.
top.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah.
I was
Go
chuckling at
You tilt me up
Sako's
just a little bit.
comments there.
Trying to hold steady here.
Maybe that's what
Thank
took out the one branch of the previous one.
Stop.
I love how these manage to sort of scale them with a row of tube feet right along the stalk.
Yeah.
If you tilt, I mean, if you rotate just a little,
I've often wondered if
There you
there's spines that line the tube foot row, and I've always wondered if the reason that some of those spines
Keep
are
that
so
coral
big
right
in
on the
these
third line there.
is that it helps them climb, like a hiker's spine or something.
there you go, right there. That's the shot.
It is kind of funny the way it's.
But it's not got a stomach on it, right, Chris?
Well,
He's
no,
just
but
got
sometimes they're just done. I mean, this one might have just been feeding, and then,
But
the
it was
rest of
clear.
it's right over there.
Okay,
so
video.
it just sort of
Yeah.
moves back to, or it could be that those little white dots that were on the surface might be remaining
Thanks, Josh.
polyps.
the- So, Matt, do you want to? Well, I'll tell Chris what you were just seeing on the internet. Did somebody mention that in the event log, or Scott did? It's National Hammock Day, and he mentioned it just as we were
No.
zooming in on that sea star.
They do seem quite deft when
So
they
we're
climb
done
up
moving.
those things.
This looks
Anytime
like a
Purple.
You'd
yeah,
like
Victor
another, we could
Gorgia.
do
We
that.
could take a snap zoom on this one. I think this is the third we've seen today.
Yeah.
Copy nav.
That-
Move complete. Video, let's snap zoom. Just to do that identification.
Sure thing.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Resplendent lavender
It's
color.
it's just hard to imagine that that's one single snake star that's got its
I got you,
branches
Tilt.
all over this
Copy.
thing.
Thanks.
That's
Well, like I said, they're
Something,
pretty tightly wound on those things too.
yeah, but
Stop.
the arms are so long. I
Okay,
guess
does
is
it
my
work?
point.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah, you can take more zoom video.
Thanks.
tilting down. Stop. Tilt up.
I think we're good.
All right.
We can move on.
Okay.
one of the-
Video. Thanks.
We're trying to keep up with annotating and C-scribe, so that's what we do when yours go dead here, which is probably a good thing. But the thing about Victor Gorgia I was going to point out is it has really big polyps on it, so it's a very distinctive octocoral.
Not just because it's purple.
Yeah, purple and big polyps
Yeah.
pretty much get you right there. So what have we got here?
Looks almost like an
Oh, it's a
Iridogorgia.
Iridogorgia, but let's look at this yellow one to the right of it, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think this is another one of these possible paramuriceas. And if we could settle down for a moment and take a good long look at this, if that's possible.
Absolutely. Okay, video, you can frame this one up.
Roger.
And
You can take more zoom
yeah,
video.
a little more zoom. Okay, so I'm going to just throw this out here. At least in some cases, we do have an opportunity to collect the third biologic. I was just going to suggest this because it's been plexaurids have been so rare on
Co-pilot,
this whole
we've been
cruise
stopped for about 3 or 4
that
minutes. But you're
if you
probably
guys were
still
having a
swinging. Do
little
you think
trouble
it'll be a
even
problem if
determining
we-
No, it
what
should be good.
group in the plexauridae this thing might be in, I'm sort of just suggesting. Les had also stated this looks like the other one
All
that he
port
says is
bio
not a
boxes are full, so we
paramuricea.
need to go starboard.
Starboard on.
What does everybody think about this? Because
Yeah, just a little
You
wider.
have
we
both
obviously are
starboard
going to get
available.
a snake star if we take this coral. Les is advocating a collection on this thing too. Would the pilot, would the whole thing sort of fit into the box, or is it too big?
I think we could fit it in the outer, it's a little bigger box.
We're talking about the
Get the
port
lasers
outer,
in
is
that
that right?
shot.
Oh no,
Starboard.
starboard outer.
Yeah, they'll fit.
Yeah, that'll fit.
It's only that looks not. That didn't look too
Co-pilot,
bad.
can you hit my joy lock?
Clear. Coming by.
Masako is certainly would love if this were
Engaged.
collected, and I think that would be. I think that would be great if we could grab.
Go
grab this
starboard.
thing. So let's go
See if
ahead.
it has to.
do
You
it.
have to.
Yeah. 1 second. It might fit inner, but
You're all spun up. You're ready to go.
Sweet.
Do you want mini Zeus?
Yeah, let's get mini Zeus over there. Then we'll bring the Zeus in once I get closer.
What's your grip force set at? Did you check that?
I got 2 right now.
Good.
Now we got 3. Yeah, that's perfect. I think I'm going to do the...
So Sako's basically saying if this does turn out to be a paramuricea type of plexaurid, this would be an excellent collection.
Try not to
Thank
scrape
you,
the arm.
Asako.
That's all.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut it low is what
Yeah,
my
no,
goal is
Yeah,
here.
just be aware. You'll be all right. You got a nice view on mini Zeus.
Thank you.
For now, just plexaurid.
You might be able to pluck it too.
I think it's in the cutters now.
Oh, it's definitely in the cutters. Yeah.
Very nice. And you left some for the house.
Let me know when you're clear for the drawer.
Copy. Okay, good draw out. Follow me down with Mini Zeus. This will fit in the inner.
Yeah, it'll fit in either. Turn your wrist, and then you can open up. Oh, there you go. Oh, oh. There you go. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Great, it's in the box. Thank you very much, pilot. Appreciate it. And that concludes our biological sampling today.
That was in starboard.
All right, Scott.
Inner.
See you tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you, Scott, for coming in at the perfect time.
All right.
And we have just about an hour left on the bottom.
Alrighty. Let's see if we can make it up top and see what the summit of this sort of flat pancake volcano has to hold. We have
We'll
about
go for it. Whenever
we have
you're
about
pushed
1
out.
hour now, so we still have plenty of time to find a lot more cool things. And there's another one of the plexaurids. So they're picking up here. And it's a yellow crinoid. And
Do you want a closer look at any of these? Or not?
no, we're good. Thank you.
Okay.
Could we get the lasers on, please?
Yep, they're on.
Oh, they are?
They're
okay.
out there.
Oh, there they are. I
Yep.
see them. Thank you.
Another Victor Gorgia, I guess.
Yeah, another one of those.
And then there's a kind of a translucent, fuzzier one over here too.
And that is, what is that? Maybe
Video
you could take a look at it.
Snap zoom.
This is the Trisopathes. We got a bunch of those already, but that was good to confirm. Thank you. This is a black coral.
Okay, video. Sounds like we got this one.
Cool.
Thanks.
Fresh.
Keep moving. Sonars look pretty clear.
Yes, I don't see anything coming up.
I'd go ahead and call another move in. We're still lined up. 290, something like that.
Okay. Co-pilot, are you all right with that? Another 30 meters?
Sure.
Bridge, nav.
Sort of as John described this, John Smith at the University of Hawaii, we
It's
got
the bridge,
sort of
go
a
ahead.
hard pan.
Another move, please.
Here,
30
which is
meters. Bearing
either lava
290.
or
0.2
manganese-crusted
knots.
something or other that's forming these large plates.
Range 30 meters, bearing
Yeah,
290.
we have a little coral there.
Speed
It'd be worth a
0
zoom.
decimal
Snap
knots.
zoom on this real quick.
Yeah,
Coming
I
up.
think we've seen it before.
Yep, it's another.
And that is a
black
star.
coral.
Yeah, it's a Stauropathes, I'm pretty sure. I think. Yeah, I think it's a Stauropathes. That's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, video. That'd be great. So what I was looking at there is, it's really hard to see on that view there, but it's got, Stauropathes will have a main stem, just like a fern leaf, if you will, and then it's got
ROV nav
side
bridge,
branches
move
coming out of it.
initiated.
And then from those side branches,
Rich.
it has another set of branches coming out of it. And that differentiates it from the Bathypathes. Usually those Stauropathes look really beautiful, sort of this translucent yellow or translucent red. That one is kind of a little more plain looking, but still really beautiful corals. So Les was just commenting about the altitude, but you would notice, Les, that in the steepest part of a not so steep terrain today, that's where we did find a pocket of corals, and the flatter parts we really haven't seen a whole lot on. So they're queuing into some type of relief for sure, even if it's fairly mild like it has been today.
Yeah, let's just do a quick zoom.
Swimming holothurian in Sirius's view.
Yeah, hold that. Okay. You can come back out, video.
That's good.
So we sort of got a side view of this sloping pancake dome that we're on. And yes, the summit is just up ahead in the direction we're facing right now. Another one of these big sea feather stars. That may be even the edge of the summit right there. You can kind of see where it slopes off. I think we're just underneath it. And the rest of this is the top of the pancake dome, pancake volcano.
Video, let's take a quick look at this.
Ambulula.
Yep.
This is a deep sea pen. Notice the several polyps.
Please pardon the interruption. Your conference contains less than 3 participants at this time. If you would like to continue, press star 1 now, or the conference will be terminated.
So, deep sea pen Ambulula fairly frequently encountered, many polyps, feeding tentacles, mouth in the center, all leading down to the central colony. Oh, and there's look.
Yeah, if we
sea
could get
anemone.
if we could get a look at that. It's kind of a,
Noticed it, so I brought it into frame. Video, you can come in. Yeah. Thanks.
okay, we got it. I mean, that's as far as we can go on that one. Don't know. Sea anemone.
Very good.
Okay.
We can move on. Thank you.
Yeah.
And video.
Tight ID on that one. We really nailed it.
Yeah.
We're almost done with this move. If you'd like, you can tack another one on it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Sounds great.
All right.
There's a kind of the long base of